Hey guys, we're back again for the final time of 2022. New Year's episode. And for the past couple of New Year's episodes, we have done New Year's celebratory drinks, usually involving champagne. Probably. I don't remember. I have to go back and watch our old episodes. Yeah. Well, it's not changing because we're doing another champagne drink. Well, I mean, champagne is for New Year's. Roll the dice. Yeah, roll the dice. If we did it last year, get ready. It's a refresher. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Now this is one we're not really doing too much off the cuff. This one I actually made beforehand, kinda, sorta. Flashback to like 5 days ago when it was Christmas Day, and we needed a drink for dinner, and I decided champagne was the way to go. And so I did my interpretation, or rather riff, on a champagne cocktail known as the Sorel Royale. Right. Now, for anybody that knows anything about champagne cocktails, there's the champagne cocktail, which is a cocktail called the champagne cocktail. Right. And that includes your champagne. You get I want to say block, but it's not that big. A cube of sugar. You put like 3 dashes of Angostura on that cube. Then you pour your champagne on top, spritz it with a lemon peel. And then you have several other champagne cocktails that you can do, like a Bellini or whatever, but those aren't important. The other cocktail that's important is the Sorel Royale. Right. Now the Sorel Royale has a similar process, except after you do the sugar, you add some creme de cassis, and then you add your champagne. I forget if you put bitters on the sugar cube, but we're gonna say yes, because pretty much what I'm doing here is a mix of the two, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Right. And the champagne of choice is usually Brut Champagne. I looked this up, and that's across a majority of the champagne cocktails that exist. Right. You always use Brut Champagne. I don't know why, but taste. It gotta be taste. Brut Champagne isn't sweet, and you're putting sugar cubes in that particular cocktail, and that's supposed to be your hit of sweet. Correct. Along with the creme de cassis. And that's where we're starting off here with what we're gonna do for my variation on this cocktail. Now, here's where we get a little silly with it. So when I did this cocktail before, I used Brut Champagne. Right. But what I also did is we did a first round and we used Paychaud's bitters. I put 3 dashes of that in there. The second round we did orange bitters. Right. And we couldn't quite decide on which one tasted better. So what we're gonna do this time around is we're going to do one of each and see which one tastes better. There's another variation on this cocktail that I haven't introduced yet, but you'll get your chance. You'll get your chance to see what I'm talking about in a minute. So that's what we're gonna do. So this first round you're using the orange? Yes. Okay. And on that one you're using the Paychaud. Right. So now that we got our sugar cubes bittered up, we're gonna add the next ingredient, which is the ingredient that kind of marries the two cocktails together, or rather this is where I pull the Sorel Royale inspirations from. Instead of creme de cassis, I want to use Sorel. Okay. You guys have seen Sorel on our channel before. We did a review of it
couple of months back.
Yeah, a couple of months. I want to say a little bit more than that. It was around the summertime, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. And we thought very highly of it. Mm-hmm. So we're bringing it back. This will be the last time we see this for the year.
Cause didn't we use it a couple of more times? We've used it a couple more times since then.
I'm not sure.
And we used it in one of our Marvel drinks.
I don't remember. If we did, it had to have been a black character, and I don't think we did a black character.
Okay. I just feel like we used it more than the one time.
We reviewed it. I know we reviewed it and we made a cocktail with it. I don't remember if we, did any more cocktails or a character-related cocktail from fiction or whatever. Mm-hmm. But we're using it now, and this the last time you'll see it in 2022.
Mm-hmm. Don't mean it's not coming back, just not this.
Exactly. You guys may have noticed the choice of glass that we're using. You can use champagne flutes, but this is what we drink champagne out of some of the time. Mm-hmm. I'm going for half an ounce of the Sorel. And as you're putting these ingredients in your glass, mm-hmm. the sugar cube is gonna, naturally dissolve, but the champagne will speed it up. Okay. Now, this is the other variation that we are doing. Like I said, when we did this on Christmas, I used Brut Champagne. Mm-hmm. And this time, I want to use sweet rosé. Mm-hmm. Just to see if it improves it or changes the flavor profile in any way.
So in a way, this will be a brand new cocktail.
Right. You yourself had some notes on the cocktail before when we used Brut Champagne.
When we used Brut, I liked the orange bitters better because you could actually taste the Sorel actually came up with the Paychauds. I could taste Paychauds more than anything. Okay. Both were good, but because of the way Brut tastes, because of the flavor of the straight up Brut Champagne, Brut lends itself to, I guess, certain flavors being elevated. Mm-hmm. And I think it depends on the flavors that you use in combination. And for the orange bitters one, the Sorel itself was elevated. But for the Paychauds, all I could taste was Paychauds, and I think that's just because Paychauds is a stronger bitters. Mm-hmm. It's a stronger type of bitters.
It is a bitters that stands out.
Right.
That can't be denied.
And while I wouldn't say that takes away from the Sorel, because I do think what I'll say is it doesn't take away from the Sorel, but it makes the Sorel unnecessary if the bitters is coming to the forefront. Mm-hmm. And that's not a problem that the bitters is coming to the forefront.
But the thing is, you want to be able to taste everything.
Right.
At the very least, the bitters, for me, the bitters should be a flavor that you taste, but like a salt and pepper, like you're not really using the bitters as a main ingredient in a cocktail. Now, there is a cocktail or two in which you use bitters, specifically Angostura, in the ounces, but this ain't it.
Okay.
We're gonna see what kind of flavors we get with this sweet rosé.
Right. Happy New Year. I guess not yet.
But I'm trying to take this off and,
running theme on this show to have problems opening bottles. Oh, shit. I knew it was coming and it still surprised me.
Okay. And in case you are a plebe and don't know how to pour champagne or beer,
Yeah.
or beer, you tilt your glass and then you slowly pour the champagne until you get to your desired. Because when it foams up, and you can see from there it's foaming up and forming a huge head, as it were.
That's what she said.
Settle down, baby. Now, I will say this.
Quick note before you say that. For everyone watching, if you're seeing it on the second camera, you can see the dissolution of the sugar cubes.
And you kind of want that. You want to give it a chance. You want to give that sugar cube a chance to dissolve so that you can, savor the flavor.
Right.
When you finally drink it. Savor the flavor was probably the wrong thing to say, but basically, in other words, you want those flavors to marinate.
Right.
And you want that sugar to melt so that you can, get those flavors melted in. That being said, I will point out one thing that I noticed, and it's probably due to the color of the champagne. This particular champagne mixed with the Sorel, but I like that color.
Yeah. It actually looks more like a Christmas drink than what we had on Christmas. Because you get that Christmas red.
Pour a little bit more in here. My OCD is acting up. That being said, if I remember correctly,
Orange.
This is the orange one. This is the Angostura. Not Angostura. Paychaud.
Right.
So, now comes the tasting. The taste test.
Let me taste the orange first. This is the one that.
And I'll taste the Paychaud.
Okay. Here's to 2023. That orange is coming to the forefront. It's actually really good. It mixes well. The Sorel actually brings out that orange. All of those flavors actually mix real well together. Because I'm tasting the Sorel,
I'm getting a similar feel with this one as well. But you get more of a sharp aftertaste from the Paychauds on the end.
This is more of a sweet all around. But that you get like that subtle hint of orange.
And this is sweet too. So I guess now we trade, and
Let's trade and see.
you tell me what you think.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay.
That Paychaud does hit you in the back. It's sweet.
And the orange hits you in the front. The front side, like that pithy, bitter orange taste is quite prevalent here. You still get the Sorel, but the bitters brightens up that overall flavor.
I actually see now why when we did this with Brut, this one, the Paychaud stood out more because it's almost similar to Brut in taste. And as a result, it makes the Brut stronger.
Exactly. So I will say this, even after all of that, I don't have a clear winner.
I don't either. I like both of them. Like they complement each other.
Right.
I dig both of these. That is a drink that a lighter drinker could drink and enjoy more. And this is a drink that a heavier drinker or someone who wants more alcohol taste could drink and enjoy and not have to knock back a bunch of hard liquor.
Right. Now, be that as it may, do these replace the Brut versions, the Brut Champagne versions, or would you still? Because I need to know this when I put the recipes online.
Replace, no, but what I think you have is, even though we didn't do the other two on camera, you have 4 excellent champagne drinks. That I think because I could see these drinks being served at a New Year's party en masse.
Right.
But like you get to pick your option of which one you want, and I guess you know which one by labels on the glass or the shape of the glasses, something like that.
Exactly.
Like they all complement each other in different ways.
Now, let me ask you this question, because this is an interesting one. Would you do another bitters with either versions of this cocktail? So, like, you wouldn't even do Angostura. I think what you did is perfect.
Okay.
Now, if you did Angosturas, that would be interesting, but I say don't even complicate it. Fair enough. But for our viewers out there, if you want to try it, you tell us what's the what.
Yeah, you guys try it and try it with Angosturas. I guess even try it with any other flavor of bitters if you're brave enough, and see what you get.
Maybe celery bitters is the way to go. I doubt it, but I mean, if you're brave enough to try it, and
if you want to do crazy shit like chocolate bitters or celery bitters or whatever, be our guest.
Now, maybe grapefruit
bitters,
or cherry.
those are actually viable options.
Because for the grapefruit, it's more about.
Actually, if you did grapefruit bitters, I would use the Brut. I wouldn't even do it with the rosé.
To put that extra sting on it. You're not wrong, and the reason I say that is because if you're doing grapefruit bitters, you might as well be doing orange bitters, because a grapefruit bitter is a stronger bitter citrus flavor,
right,
as it were. Cherry bitters, you're just compounding the sweetness, more or less.
Right.
And if you did cherry, then you might as well just stick with the rosé. Or just do grenadine.
That too.
Grenadine and get all the diabetes.
But overall, I enjoy both of these. I thought both of them were good. Yeah, this is definitely something I would drink on a New Year's, for a New Year's drink. And honestly, a Christmas drink. This is a perfect
Christmas and New Year's drink. And I already got the name, the Sorel Royale.
Nice. The Sorel Royale.
Make it simple.
Well, making it even more simple, that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales, everybody. Happy New Year if you're watching this on the 1st. If you're watching it, I don't know, this episode should come out before the 1st, but maybe it'll come out on January 1st. I don't know. But regardless, Happy New Year. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell so that you're notified of all content coming to the channel. Also, you know where to check us out: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We're all over those places.
And January 1st, speaking of being a new year, is the Drink Tales birthday.
Yeah, because we started Drink Tales on January 1st, so it'll be year 3 maybe. I don't remember.
2, 3. It started when the pandemic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it started in 2020.
Kicked off.
So 2023 will be 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
God, they grow up so fast.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when it was just crawling around going to beer festival, and now it's running out to Las Vegas and
New Orleans
and going
with
creepy.
by the way, 2023 we will be back in New Orleans for Tales of the Cocktails.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
If you're tired of seeing Tales of the Cocktails content from us, then don't watch the channel. Just don't watch the channel around that time. We will be going to new places. We will be exploring new speakeasies and the like, and telling you, what the deal is. We'll also be doing more food related stuff.
Yeah, we got spots here in Atlanta that we want to check out too.
Exactly.
There's a spot we've been trying to go. There's a spot we planned to go to last March in Atlanta, and we never got to it. So we never announced it on the channel. It was just gonna be an episode, a surprise episode. But we never got to it because life got busy, then travel got busy, and then life got busy again. Life be life.
Exactly.
But we're gonna try to go this year. We're just not gonna announce when. We never announced it last year because we never said anything about it. But we're definitely not announcing it now. We're just saying that there's an episode that we didn't get a chance to do last year that we definitely plan on doing this year that takes place in Atlanta. We even did stuff that weren't even planning.
Like the ice cream festival?
Yeah, the ice cream festival was pretty cool. Even though we only ate one ice cream on camera.
But then we had like several other things that were, above average.
Right. So
and I say that and I don't mean to sound dismissive of it, but I mean they were above average. You would never find that level of food outside of your regular everyday.
Exactly. 2022 was a good year for us as far as this channel is concerned, and as far as drinking and adventuring and doing stuff, and we plan to make 2023 even more. We plan to plus what we did in 2022 and 2023.
Exactly.
Like I said, we got that episode that we're planning that we wanted to do. That the episode is planned. It's just doing it.
Exactly.
And going to the location that we're talking about. We just never got a chance to do it.
We got new places we want to visit. We're going to return to previous cities and explore new haunts that we didn't get a chance to the last time that we went there.
Right.
So.
And something too that I'll say, something we did in 2022 that you guys know we did in 2022, but you never saw content for. You will see content for it. You'll probably see it in January.
Yeah, it'll be the next episode. So
just chill out. It took a long time to edit. Like I said, life be lifing, but you'll see it in 2023. But that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales, guys. Let us know what you're drinking for New Year's, or what you drank for New Year's if you're watching this after the fact,
and what you're drinking for next year.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is there something that you didn't get around to this year that you want to partake in next year? We used to ask this question before, or we used to make this request before, but I'm gonna bring it up because we haven't asked it in a long time. Is there anything that you think we should try?
Anything obscure, anything
exactly,
and nothing like
nothing. This isn't Jackass. This isn't Fear Factor. We're not drinking goat piss or whatever,
or the stuff from Chicago, the Malort. We already know what Malort is. We already know what all that silly stuff is.
Wait.
You know what Malort? Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I know what Malort is,
and we're not doing it.
You're gonna have to tell me off camera what Malort is.
Thanks for breaking the content. He knows what Malort is. You know what Malort is.
I just need a memory.
It's Chicago's signature drink.
Okay.
It's their signature liquor.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, they're proud of it. Like,
okay.
If you want to see someone drink that stuff, there are plenty of other YouTubers all of them Greg from How to Drink, because he's had several videos on that stuff. You can watch him drink it. We're not doing that. like that. We're not doing that. Like, we think of us as the Indiana Joneses of alcohol.
Exactly.
We want to go to the places where that stuff is. You know, maybe raid a tomb every now and again.
Exactly. We're the Tomb Raiders. We're the Indiana Jones. We're the guy from Uncharted. It's called Drink Tales for a reason.
Exactly.
If you guys have been watching us this long and you've been following us for this long and you didn't get the hint that Drink Tales is just if Scrooge McDuck looked for alcohol instead of money, that's what this is.
Exactly.
We are Scrooge McDuck looking for alcohol instead of money. We can't be Huey, Dewey, and Louie because we don't have a third. But that's what this is. So we're going to find all the alcohol. We're going to be the best there ever was. But that'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales, guys. Happy New Year, and until next time, peace.